Welcome to Learned and Go-Go, the podcast. Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I hope you can hear me all right. Please let me know in the comments that I'm coming through okay. Got me some new equipment, so I'm really excited about that. Mostly just my headphones. I'm just making it sound like it's a whole lot more cool, but I am loving these. So that's why I'm doing like the whole purple thing tonight. That's my favorite color, as you can tell by my podcast room being purple, a couple different shades of purple. I absolutely love it. So I wanted to get some new headphones because the ones that I had were croaking. So I love them. I love them. So anyway, once again, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Sydnee. I am your host, and I am also the author of Everything I Need to Know I Learned in Go-Go, How a Preacher's Daughter Pole Danced Her Way to Finding Her True Self. And I am so happy to have you all on here with me tonight. I have been loving watching the comments starting before we even started the program. Like, I love it, love it, love it. So let's see who we have here tonight. I saw Luna Projects and Music Outcast talking back and forth. I'm so glad you guys are both here. Music Outcast, I owe a show to. I did not forget. It's just been cuckoo bananas, but I am going to have him on as a guest at some point. I just need to get my head out of my ass, honestly, and I can't wait to have you on. We have Lizzie and Mortimer. Hey, guys. We have Rebecca, I saw on here. We have, let's see, who else has happened on here? Rebecca, Mortimer, Lizzie, Luna, Music Outcast. Kyler needs to get on here. He just sent me a message, so I'm going to send him a message. I'm going to put podcasts started. See if he wants to come over and join us. Join the party because it's fun over here. And I am so grateful for all of you that join me every Wednesday on this show. It's just so much fun getting together with you guys every week. And I'm going to share the podcast to my Sydnee author page. Please share it on your pages as well. The more the merrier. I love to see you guys in here and see what we're gonna get into. Hey, Aaliyah's on here too. Hey, sweetie, thank you for joining. Yeah, right, Luna. That's what I'm saying. Where's Kyler? Kyler's in my DMs. Get on the podcast, Kyler. You know what time it is. Come join us. Yep, Mortimer is summoning him, and Babylon too. Babylon has been very, very busy with projects. So if he doesn't show up tonight, I completely understand. But of course, I would love to see him. There's Kyler. Kyler is in here too. Kyler has joined the chat. So I hope you guys have had a fantastic week since we got together. It always goes by so fast. And I'm like, man, it's Wednesday again already. How did I get so lucky to hang out with you guys again so quickly? It's so awesome. And speaking of things going by quickly, I'm sure you noticed that I named this episode, Does Anyone Else Feel This Way? And after I said it, I realized the past couple of times I've named things that might sound like ominous. I don't mean them to be. I apologize if you took it like that. But I was thinking that it's almost July 4th. So apparently I learned today that the Declaration of Independence was actually signed on the 2nd. But maybe it didn't get ratified until the 4th. So it's actually the country's anniversary today. But the thing that I was referring to with do you feel this way also is like once 4th of July hits, it's like summer's over already, even though we have like another 2 months. But it just seems to fly by, especially where I live, because August is just swampy. I know we have some Texans on here that are like, you don't even know swampy, but it gets to be humid and rainy to the point where you can't do anything outdoors anymore. So it's kind of like we cram everything in June and the beginning of July, and then it's like a big barbecue or whatever for 4th of July, and then wah, wah, wah. So I didn't know if you guys felt the same way, if that's just like a Sid thing, but it seems like every summer it's like, man, summer's gone already, you know? Yep, Music Outcast is saying here in Wisconsin, summer is over by August. Yep, exactly. Aaliyah says starts going downhill, right? And Luna is an ex-Texan, so she knows. Here's Lizzie. Swampy is swampy, at least we're not in Florida. That's true. Florida is super duper swampy. I've been in New Orleans in July. That's swampy. That's like super swampy. And let's Mortimer says Swamp Thing having a bad hair day is my backyard. That's hysterical. Oh, Kyler's sending hugs to everybody. Definitely send hugs to Kyler too. And I thought I saw a comment. Wait a second. This is back a little bit that I wanted to say a thank you if I can find it. Nope, I can't. Somebody, I'm not sure who now, said nice nails. So I wanted to say thank you to who said that. I can't find the comment now, but yeah, I was feeling a little glowworm. So I decided to go for summer. But then I realized that I might be filming some scenes in a couple weeks for Curse of the Ghostwriter. And for continuity, I got to get these off before then. So I'll be going back to, I have to go see last year what my nails looked like. Because it's one thing to go from like different shades of pink or like, you know, like a red and a burgundy you might even get away with. But I know I had nothing that looked anything like this last year. So thank you to whoever said nice nails. I appreciate it. I do like to keep them looking pretty. That's one of the few self-care things that I do. That and acupuncture, which is more of a medical thing. But I definitely like that, you know, nail feeling. So anywho, let me know in the comments, what have you guys been up to this week? What are your plans for the rest of the summer? Do you have anything exciting on the horizon? Anything that I can shout out for you? I love doing that. If you're not following Curse of the Ghostwriter, definitely join that page. There, Mortimer, do you have a page for the Legend of Bloody Bones that people can sign up for updates on that as well? If you're not on the Metal Earth group, please join that. I hear there might be a video coming out soon of a super cool character. Not just calling her that because she's mine, but she's a badass. I'm so excited to be playing this character. But if you're not in the Metal Earth group yet, that's METLERTH, Metal Earth, and make sure that you join that. The Red Huntress series, I should be filming episode 4 soon for that. So if you're not in the Red Huntress series page, please go and join that. And like I said, if you have something going on, even if you're not a filmmaker, if you're not, you know, like a series maker, an author, a musician, definitely follow Music Outcast for sure. Oh, excellent. The song he did for Ilson 4K is officially on Spotify tonight. Follow the Music Outcast on Spotify. Do it. Do it. Be awesome. Let's see here. Okay, everybody give Aaliyah big props. She broke her plateau and dropped 5 pounds. She is one of the hardest working people I know as far as her fitness journey. She always tells me I inspire her with my workouts every day. She inspires the shit out of me. So definitely we are all cheering you on. That is amazing. I am so proud of you. You are a rock star. Super duper awesome. So let's see. And because you guys are all on YouTube and she's on Facebook, I'm going to throw some of these up. Luna said, very nice. Lizzie's throwing congrats. Music Outcast is giving you a round of applause. Mortimer says congrats. Rebecca is giving you a round of applause with a way to go. Kyler says congratulations. Luna says congrats, Aaliyah. So I just wanted you to see him because I know you're not on the same platform, so you're not in the same chat. So, and she only has 15 more to go. Now we're talking about you right now, sweetheart. We can talk about movies anytime. We are cheering you on because you rock and we love you. So keep up the fantastic work. Yay! So proud of you. That is awesome. Let's see if anybody else put. I love that you guys are like exploding my comment section up. That makes me so, so, so happy. Let's see. All right, Luna's got the next 4 days off and we'll be writing a bit tonight. Excellent. Follow your writing dreams for sure. I need to get back in front of the computer and start working on a couple projects that are in my brain, which means they're kind of going, whoa, 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 whoa. You know, I have been so squirrel brain lately. I know we talk about this a lot, but I like get worried. I really get worried. And I know a lot of it's age. Perimenopause is Satan. But excuse me, the brain fog is so bad. Today I had the dishwasher open. I had my cup of coffee still in the coffee maker from like an hour before then. I had a laundry basket that I brought up, but then decided I needed to empty the dishes. So I opened the dishwasher and then I had a cup of coffee that I had made that I forgot about. And then the dog had to go out and I let her out. And then I remembered that there was stuff in the dryer, but it wasn't because it was already in the clothes basket upstairs. Like, it's frightening. It is absolutely frightening. Like, I'm going to need to hire like a babysitter so I don't leave the stove on or something. Like, it's getting to be that scary that it's just like I see something, squirrel, and I'm on to the next thing. And I'm just leaving a trail of destruction in my wake of half-finished projects. So it's just weird though, because sometimes I do get in the zone. And when I'm in the zone, it's just like laser focus. Like last night I was doing a work project and I'm like, okay, I need to get this done. I was up until 2 a.m. It was like I couldn't stop doing it. I was like, it's not done yet. It's not done yet. It's not done yet. And then I'm like half asleep today because I was up and I had to get up early this morning. It's ridiculous. But yeah, see, now I don't even know what we were talking about. Oh, writing. So I have some ideas for projects coming up, one of which is going to be learned since Go-Go, which our good friend Johnny Logan Harley suggested. And I am absolutely excited to tackle that project if I remember what I've learned since then. But if you haven't yet, I'm going to self-promote once again. Pick up your copy of Everything I Need to Know I Learned in Go-Go at learnedingogo.com. And all of you who have gotten a copy, thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate it. I appreciate you. And Aaliyah is asking, who else do I need to follow? Let me know who needs the support. So you guys can find Aaliyah on my Sydnee author page. She's in my friends. So follow each other. Everybody lift each other up. All ships rise. You know, I say it all the time. So we all need to support each other, lift each other up, give each other the support. Let's see. Aaliyah says, the way I look at it, it's all prep work. You're starting all these projects and you got to do a lap around and close each one of those up. You're not forgetting everything. You're setting yourself up to get the next project done. Thank you. I feel so much better. That is awesome. Yes, Mortimer says creativity can be a blessing and a curse. Absolutely. Lisa's here. Hey, sweetie. That's a great idea, right? When Johnny said it, I'm like, yes, definitely. And Luna's down 35 pounds so far. Yay. Excellent. That is awesome. Lizzie says, I feel I have, if I feel I have too much on at once, I'll stop, hold up a finger like I'm having a eureka moment, and just sift thoughts to make sure nothing went missing. It almost always works. I love that idea because it's like a reset. When when I start getting like that, I'll just like yell like pivot, or like plot twist, and it kind of puts a break on that spiral, like something that actually makes you reset your brain for a second is very helpful. I like that. I will be doing I'll be giving myself the finger. Thank you, Lizzie. Hey, Cody's here. Hi, Cody. Thank you for joining us tonight, too. So glad to have you here. That is awesome. And yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for when you have squirrel brain, like getting it under control, put it in the comments because I love that suggestion from Lizzie. One thing my best friend told me was when you make a to-do list, only put down 3 things because more than that can get overwhelming. And then when you knock them off, then you can add it so you only ever have 3 things at once, because if not, it's just like, so that's kind of helpful too. My problem is I don't look at my list because I'm off in the dishwasher with my coffee and my laundry basket. So it's kind of like putting it in and then making sure you stick to it. So let's see, what else do we have going on in the comments? Mortimer says, well, my support projects would be Killer Cox and Beware the Devil's Wrath, Curse of the Ghostwriter, and The Legend of Bloody Bones once the page is up. Yes, we definitely need a Legend of Bloody Bones page so we can all follow you there and keep track of what is going on with that, because I'm super excited for that project. And Lisa says, does anyone out there do the easy things first? I love to do that because I love to cross things off the list. However, there's a book, I think his name's Brian Tracy, and the book is called Eat That Frog. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. And basically the premise of Eat That Frog is if you got up every day and you had to eat a frog, you probably would just come up with every excuse why you wouldn't do that. I mean, most of us would. My dogs, they've actually enjoyed a frog or two, but most of us would not want to eat a frog. So the premise is eat that frog, get the worst thing on your list out of the way first, and then the rest of it's easy. So, my kids are even familiar with that now. I'll be like, what do you have going on? And this, and this. I'm like, eat that frog. And they know what that means. Like, get the hardest thing on your list out of the way first. But I do like doing a couple easy things first, just so I can see that crossed off on the list. And that kind of motivates me to do more. So I was waiting for that, Luna. I see you. So I can see the motivation in that as well, just because then you do feel accomplished, and that can get the ball rolling on your list to cross more off. Music Outcast tried to send you a friend request, Aaliyah, but it didn't work, he said. So we'll have to everybody go onto the Learn and Go Facebook page and put a comment under this episode, and then you guys can find each other that way. Maybe that would be an easier way to do it. But thank you for sending her one. That is awesome. Lizzie said, fried frog legs are good. Don't know about the rest. I call him Todd. It's this toad that shows up on our deck. I'm actually worried about him this year because I have not seen him this year yet. But for at least 2, if not 3 years, he would show up looking in the sliding glass door into the house every year. And Muffy, my 3-year-old dog, I'll turn around. She looks like Baby Yoda, with like the frog legs sticking out of her mouth. So I'm like, you're going to get high if it's that kind of toad. And if not, like the toad peed in her mouth a couple times. Like it's a debacle. This toad does not get scared. I think the toad has a kink. I don't kink shame. I don't even kink shame toads. But you've been in my dog's mouths multiple times. We've had to save your ass. And you still come back. And one night, Dave and I took this toad across the street. We live in a neighborhood, so it's not like it was a highway or anything, but still, it's a toad. Take him across the street, stick him in our neighbor's grass, come back 10 minutes later, look who's looking in the window. I'm like, dude, he's like a peeping toad. I don't understand it. But I have no desire to eat Todd. None. He can peek in the window, though. He can be his little pervy self. But I do kind of like worry about him. I have not seen him this year, so I hope he's okay. Yes, and Luna gave us our first Tatiana. If you're new to the crew, Tatiana means you take a little sippy of your drink. It can be alcohol, it can be water. If you're not drinking and you're smoking, take a little inhale of whatever that is, whatever makes you happy. Smack your own ass, whatever you like to do. When it says Tatiana, that means give it a little something, something, whatever you're doing. So thank you for that, Luna. Let's see. I have never had frog legs. So Lizzie brought up fried frog legs first. And Luna says that she hasn't had frog legs in a while. So she has had them. Do they really taste like chicken? Or is that just a myth? Let's see. Lisa says, I call it lean into it, and I like to repeat that shit. Yes, get her done. I love it. Aaliyah says, I have a book on how to break distractions, but I don't know where I put it. That's such a me thing. That is such a me thing to do, to have the self-help book, but not be able to find it to help myself. I respect that. All right. Alec Johnson is the music outcast. So please send friend requests, guys, everybody. Everybody be friends. I love it. Mortimer says, frog legs are great. Just don't eat the hop. Don't eat the hop. You are silly. Let's see. Yes, the peeping toad. He is. I'll have to find a picture of him and put it on my page so you guys can see him. He likes to look in the slider. He's a little voyeur of a toad. Let's see. Cody just defiled another teddy bear. If you're not sure what that means and you're thinking it's like the version in the Dropkick Murphys Christmas song, that's not what he's doing to teddy bears. Go to the Defiler of the Crown page and follow Cody and his art, and you'll know what that means. Lisa says it's a good day for Tatiana. Definitely. And since you said Tatiana again, cheers again, my friend. Oh my goodness. Every time we have this, I always wonder what she's up to. And if you're not sure who Tatiana is or why I laugh, pick up a copy of Everything I Need to Know I Learned in Go-Go. There's a whole story about it. It's hilarious. And Luna says, they're yummy, and to me, yes, they taste like chicken. I don't think I've ever had them. I've seen them on like Chopped and like cooking shows, and they just look like a little chicken leg, with the little bone in it, maybe a chicken wing. I would not be opposed to trying them. I just never have. Lisa says, greasy chicken. I can see that. And Lizzie says, to me, they have the texture of chicken, but taste kind of fishy. Interesting. Like a land fish. Mortimer is singing SpongeBob SquarePants. I'm not entirely sure why, but I'm a SpongeBob fan for life, so I respect that. It's one of those shows that I still will put on in the living room by myself at 50 years old and laugh just as hard as I did when I watched it with my kids when they were little. I love that show. I quote it every single day of my life. The dogs will be barking at something outside and look at me, and I'm like, hey, SpongeBob, what's with all the ruckus? Everything is a SpongeBob quote in my head. So I appreciate that. Is that because frog legs taste fishy? I wish I could do the blink noise from SpongeBob. Like, I can't do it when the fish blink. I was the fishy comment. Okay, cool. Which now I've got Monty Python in my head with the fishy, 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 fish. This is why I leave my dishwasher open and forget that I have laundry upstairs because my head is overrun with quotes from movies and TV shows and song lyrics when I should be thinking of smart things. But they're more fun. Speaking of movies, I know some of you saw that Dave and I watched Final Destination last night. I had never seen it, right? I liked it. I liked it a lot. Yes, thank you, Liz. I wonder where that fish did go. He treated him like a son. So I absolutely loved that movie. I can't wait to watch the rest of the series. Most of the people that commented love it. Said there was only one bad one. Don't know what that one is. Haven't gotten there yet. But I definitely liked it. I like that Stifler's in it, being Stifler. Like, does he ever play any other characters that aren't Stifler? I don't know the actor's name, but it was like, even if I knew like ahead of time, I'm like, it's gonna be that person next or whatever. I still like really enjoyed the movie, and I love that time frame. I know it was 2000, but it's still got that like 90s feel with the cinematography and the outfits and stuff like that. So I thought it was really cool. And another thing is I got my email that my Troma Now subscription will be redoing itself in a couple weeks. And I'm like, shit, yeah, it is. I have a whole bunch of stuff to still watch on Troma Now. And if you don't have a Troma Now subscription, go to TromaNow.com. It's $5 a month. And guess what? Because I got a year at a time, it's $50 for the whole year. Super duper cheap. Get it. Get that Troma Now. And all right, Keith must have heard me talking about Red Huntress earlier. Yay! I'm so glad you made it. Glad you're here. Okay, and Lizzie says I forget his name too, but he was pretty unstifler. Unstifler. And Righteous Gemstones. Wait, no, I'm not thinking of that. I'm thinking of Uncut Gems. Okay, Righteous Gemstones is something else that I have heard of. I have not watched. Adding it to the list. Because I like that actor, but like I've only ever seen him playing a character like Stifler. You know, like and he probably got typecast for a little bit because of that. Keith Luna is saying hi. I know you guys are on different platforms, so I wanted to make sure that you saw that. And Keith has a new movie coming out too, a sci-fi movie. So definitely stay tuned for more about that too. We were given shout outs for everything, so that's why I mentioned the Red Huntress. And go back to the beginning of the pod to catch everything else that we were talking about, because I just love shouting out what you guys have going on. It makes me so happy. And I love seeing everything that everybody's got going on. And my train just crashed. What were we talking about? We were talking about Final Destination, train crash. Let's see. Lisa says, whoops. You said Uncut Gems, a fantastic series is Ice about the diamond industry. Okay, I've never heard of that. I know the diamond industry is like wicked. Like what they do to people is horrible. But I've not heard of that series. I will check that out. I need to take a step away from Mormons for a little bit. I am like so invested in Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I watched the reunion show today and it was messy. So messy. And then I'm also watching Sister Wives. My friends get me into these shows and then I'm just like, I get invested. I can't help it. So I need to like take a healthy step away from all of that right now. Let's see. All right. So Mortimer says, Mortimer's medicine for a crap night is a wonderful escape. I say watch Heavy Metal, the movie OG style. Yes, Heavy Metal. Fantastic fucking movie. And Lisa says Jeremy Sisto was so good in it. I don't know who that is. Oh, he was in 6 Feet Under. So I guarantee I know who that is because I love, love, love 6 Feet Under. Keith says Squid Games is good. I still have to watch that. I have to watch that. And I know I'm so behind on Squid Games. And Lisa says these shows do suck you in 100%. I just get like, there was like another one that was just ridiculous and I couldn't help it. That was one of my besties started Secret Lives of Mormon Wives last night. And I'm like, what timestamp are you on? I'll watch it with you. So like I started over at the beginning because I've watched all of the ones that are out. So that I'm like rewatching this. I'm out of control. I was up till 2 a.m. But there's so many good shows out there now. Like I remember growing up, we had, NBC, ABC, CBS, PBS, and then whatever, we had like WPIX or something that was like a Philly channel that would show like Creature Double Feature, and like all of that kind of stuff. It was kind of like, if I say 29, that means nothing to you guys because channels were different numbers, but like the UHF channels, like I think we had like 3 of those and like 3 major networks, and that was it. And I know I'm like gonna go chase the kids off my lawn with my cane. But then when we got cable, it was like, oh, we've got like 30 channels now. Yep, Lisa grew up around here. She knows 17 and 29. 17, 29, and 48 were like the UHF channels. But now with all the streaming services, like it's kind of overwhelming. It's like making the list of 3 that I was talking about earlier, because I can sit there going from streaming platform to streaming platform and just be so overwhelmed with what's on there. So I think a lot of the time it's like comfort watching to go back and watch something that I've already seen. Like a couple of years ago, I was watching 6 Feet Under every day while I was eating lunch because like it's such an amazing series and I loved it. But it's like I could be learning about a new show, but instead it's like my little whoopee. I got to go back and watch something again that I could quote along with it. Meanwhile, we have just about every streaming service that's available. It's ridiculous. I mean, I have RuPaul's World of Wonder app. I have like Wow Presents Plus streaming. Like, I mean, I have some that are out there. But like I wanted to watch we wanted to show my daughter's girlfriend Talladega Nights because she had never seen it before. Think you could stream that for free? No. Thankfully I had the DVD. But like there's just certain things. It's like, okay, so I want to watch this. I have 18,000 streaming services and what I want to watch isn't on any of them. It's like, it's mind blowing. Like, how do I come up with things that aren't on any of the streaming services? We watched the Weird Al biopic. Is it biopic or is it biopic? You can't tell me in the comments because you'll write it out and I'll read it like data. Like it's in a text. That was a stupid ass question and I apologize. But we were watching it and it's on Roku or you have to buy it. And thankfully I had a little workaround. So we got to watch it. But why is it that the things that you decide you want to watch are like, well, no, and I'm not even talking like new stuff, like Orgasmo. I want to watch Orgasmo. It's not streaming anywhere. What the what? Come on now. Let's see. Mortimer says, I think, Sid, you should do your list of eras for movies. Go through the years and just do a couple at a time. Excuse me. That's a wonderful idea because I have so many things I want to watch. I do have a Post-it on my desk of things to watch. And I never I look at it, I'm like, I don't really want to watch that right now. So what I need to do is get, like, I used to do this when I didn't want to do housework. I'd have like this plastic jar and I'd write everything down and I'd just pick something and I wasn't allowed to pick it again. Like I had to do the thing I picked. I need to do that with movies. And it doesn't matter if I'm not in the mood for it. I got to watch it. Because if not, there's certain things I'm never going to want to watch. And I'll be watching 6 Feet Under again for the 800th time because it's so good. Lizzie says, we had Armed Forces Network and a handful of German channels we could pull in on the antenna. That's right. I'm sure growing up in Germany, you had even less choices than we did in the States, like with local, with the antenna. And Luna rewatched 6 Feet Under last year. Yay, Aaliyah's back. And yes, it's like a whoopee. Exactly. It's like comfort watching, your comfort shows and your comfort movies. Um, yep. And we always say 6 Feet Under has the best series finale ever. I said it when it happened, and I have never seen anything that has taken that out of the first spot. So if you're not familiar with 6 Feet Under, check it out. It is so, so good. And Aaliyah says there's no reason why I can't get a friend request. So try again. Try again. Let's see. Yes, Wow Presents Plus. Okay. So I got it because I wanted to watch. I wanted to catch up on it. And there's one episode, it's like the missing episode. I think it's from season 6. Or it's like one of the early seasons, episode 6. It's just like missing. It's missing. You can't find it anywhere. They did like the where the drag queens dress up people, the makeover. That's the word I'm thinking of. And it was like a wedding theme. And I don't know what happened, but the episode's gone. So that kind of pissed me off. But other than that, I've watched all of them from the beginning. I've watched all of Drag Race UK. I've watched all of Drag Race Down Under. I've watched Canada's Drag Race. I've watched Drag Race Holland. I've watched all of the like All Stars, all of the, Canada versus the world, UK versus the world. I put on, I think it was Italia. And I'm like, oh, I would have to read subtitles, so I can't watch this one. Because I put these on when I'm working, and then like I'm listening more than, I'm watching, but I'm listening more. And I'm like, yeah, that's not, I don't speak Italian. So I have not watched Italy, Germany, Thailand. Oh, wrong show. There's a few more I haven't watched, but I've watched a lot of the seasons. I love Drag Race. I think you guys have seen my drag queen pictures when I tried to do drag queen makeup. I so much respect. So much respect. It is an art form, and I love it. Keith says, The Rookie is good. It's not horror. I've heard of The Rookie. I feel like I would have had to have watched The Rookie at some point. But yeah, let's see. I'm going to do. Oh, no. It says that StreamYard lost access to my Facebook account. Click to reconnect to your destination. All right, guys, hold on. What's that? Sorry, something went wrong. What in the what is going on here? Let me see. This is cuckoo bananas. That's never happened to me before. Are you guys watching me on Facebook? I'm looking at Facebook, so I might not be. It says I'm live. Okay, I can hear myself. That's funny. The old bait and switch. Yes, exactly. Let me see here. All right, I'm going to. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It's like frozen on Facebook. So if you guys are still watching me over there, let me know, because I don't know what is going on with my StreamYard. Hey, Looney's here. Orgasmo is a masterpiece. Jesus and I love you. I have not seen that in forever, and I want to watch it again because I remember loving it years ago. So that's like on my list. So if you find out it's streaming free somewhere, let me know, or I will check out on Amazon Prime because I apparently have $6 of digital credit. So I would love to use it to watch a movie. All right. Mortimer says, really good idea. I can help you fill the jar with movies and shows. Phantom of the Paradise. That's on my list. I got to watch about 2.5 minutes of it the other night, and I'm like, oh, now I know what Mortimer's talking about. I got you. So that is on my list for sure. Talking about 6 Feet Under. So if you haven't seen it, you're not going to know what I'm referring to. But when Claire had a corpse foot in her locker, yes, that was so funny. And the mom, sorry, yes, I'm seeing that my signal is I don't understand why StreamYard stopped. I wonder if Facebook, what did I say? What did I say to get myself banned from Facebook? It's saying I'm live, though. I'm sorry to be like, it says I'm still live on Facebook. I'll go to YouTube, though. All right. What is going on? Okay, I'm getting comments from YouTube, so I don't know what's going on. That's so weird. But anyway, yeah, in the episode, the daughter had a foot in her locker and it got lost, and like the mom, you just hear her go, "Oh my god, what's that?" And she's in the dryer because they're like looking for the foot, and she's like pulls out a tissue, and they all thought that she found the foot because it was lost. It's so funny. I'm gonna put, come on over to YouTube. I think the stream stopped. Oh wait, dang it, I'm having issues, guys. I don't know what is going on, why StreamYard is giving me the boot on Facebook. It makes no sense. It says I'm live though. Yeah, I can see me. So hopefully you can see me too. Let's see. Am I on YouTube? YouTube. It's just very strange. I'm wondering if it's my internet, but I'm like, I'm plugged in directly with my Ethernet, and it's a new Ethernet cable. It's not the ancient one that I was using. So, all right. Looney's over here on Turbo Cerberus TV. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. So Lee is asking France and UK. I think that's about Drag Race. Oh, and Lizzie knows why the Drag Race episode got taken off. It says one of the guys was a bigot whose wife was using it to punish him for cheating on her. The queen got sandbagged so hard because of him. I think there was a lawsuit. That's crap. He agreed to go on the show. He agreed to get the makeover. So that had nothing to do with the queen that got assigned him. That's bullshit. I boo. Big boo on that. That should not have happened. Yeah, so everybody's saying hey to Looney. Let's see. I'm still live on Facebook. I'll go to YouTube. That was Looney. Okay. So am I back on Facebook? Papa, can you hear me? Did anybody else think the movie Yentl was lentil when they were little? That was one of those that they would show on TV, like every week or something on Saturday. It would be Yentl. It would be Fiddler on the Roof. There were just some like random ass movies, like musicals they would show. And I loved when Oliver was on because I was in Oliver 3 or 4 times. So I loved when Oliver was on. All right, now I'm not getting comments. Can you hear me? Can you feel me near you? Tommy, can you hear me? Yeah, it just keeps showing me about Claire having a corpse foot in her locker. I don't understand what the problem is. Nope, I can see me. So wait, am I okay? You guys can hear me now. Sorry for all of the technical issues tonight. I don't know what, I had to re-sign into everything. So I don't know, like StreamYard even made me like rehook up my mic and stuff like that. So I don't know if it's a StreamYard issue, if it's a Facebook issue, but thank you for hanging in there with me through this. So for all of you that can see me and hear me, I have a new game. And I wanted to get to it a little bit earlier, but we got talking about some cool shit. And sometimes you just got to go with the flow. All right. So this game is a game of questions. So pick a number and I will answer honestly. I hope you can see it. It's kind of small, but I don't know what OTP on a show means. So if you pick number 19, you'll have to explain to me what the hell that means. I don't know what an OTP is. All right, so Luna's picking 7. Ever fell in love? Oh, yes. Yep. I'm very, 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 very much in love right now with my amazing husband who I've been with for 17 years. So 100% yes. All right, let's see. Oh, you guys want to know all kinds of stuff. Okay, so 31 is 5 ways to win your heart. Okay. I'm going to yes, there are 40, Looney. I'm going to click it closed for 1 second so that I can concentrate. So 5 ways to win my heart. Okay. 1, communicate. I am not Miss Cleo. I want to know what's going on. Like, I like being able to have conversations that, are more than just sup. That's number 1. Number 2, make me laugh. You guys know I love to laugh. Number 3, affection. I need hugs. I need kisses. I need lovin's. Definitely important to me. I'm a big hugger. I hug everybody. I love hugs. So you better be ready to snuggle. Number 4, don't ever criticize the amount of nachos that I eat. It's out of control. I'm a cheese whore. I love it. And make sure that I get my cheese so I'm not cranky. And 5, I'm not that complicated. I don't know. I don't know what number 5 is. Tell me I'm pretty. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. I liked compliments. And I give them too. But I'm just saying, I think you guys know I'm all about building everybody up. And that works in a relationship too, is, I'm going to, whether it's a friendship or a romantic relationship, but I'm going to do whatever I can to help you in whatever way I can. So don't leave me holding the bag and never reciprocate. So they would be my 5 things. All right. So let's see here. Is Kyler going to bed? Good night, Kyler. We love you too. Just breathe. This too shall pass. You got it. And we love you. All right. So I just opened this and now I forget what the next number was. It was 31, 32, and 33. Okay. So 32 is unsaid words to an ex. I've said them all. I don't think I have any unsaid words. And number 3, a quote you try to live by. You guys know, all ships rise. That's my big quote. Another quote is, I'm leaning away from the microphone. Another quote is, rigor mortis is a deadly disease. That was actually my senior quote. Let's see here. So 36, Luna has turn-ons. Like I said before, definitely touch, the neck kisses and the back, love that. Love vampire movies. Love certain smells, I love the smell of summer rain. That's just something that just back in high school, it was Dracar Noir. You guys remember that those days? And then my dad bought it. So that was the end of that. That was never mind. That was back in the day. And I want to put out there, I want to know you guys' answers to these questions too. So you can put your answers in the comments. This isn't a one-sided game here. Let's see. So let me go back to see here. So if you guys want to put 5 ways to have you fall in love, something unsaid to an ex, and turn-ons. Put them in the comments. And we have, oh, I went back too far. I saw a number, but it was channel 48, not not number. There is no number 48. Okay. 31, 32, 33. I'm pretty sure we got them. So we have 36. No, 36 was turn-ons. 5 ways to win your heart, unsaid words to an ex. A quote you try to live by is the other one that I did. Mother humper. I keep hitting the wrong button. Let's see here. Yes, and Mortimer is giving Kyler very good advice. Relax. You can only stress on what is in your control. And that is very good advice. All right, number 29 is secret talent. You want to say it? It's stupid. I haven't done it in years. So I hope I don't hurt myself. Okay. You guys are getting exclusive access to the secret talent. I can roll my eyes independently. I'm going to wind up with a contact in my brain. I think that's like the only talent that I have. That and like knowing 80s song lyrics. Can't get a job with that. Let's see here. Looney says, I'm such a smell-based creature. I totally relate. Absolutely. And Luna loves certain colognes too. Mortimer wanted 29 so bad about the secret talent. But smell is one of, like, I mean, obviously all of our senses can bring us back to somewhere, but the sense of smell can just take you back to a place so quickly, more than even like, because I relate things to songs and how they make me feel about certain situations where I heard it or how it gives me the same feeling that I did in a situation. But man, you smell something, good or bad, and it transports you back there immediately. Like in my book, Everything I Need to Know I Learned in Go-Go, which you can get at learnedingogo.com, I talk about Ode to Go-Go. And that's what I call the smell of the go-go bar, because it is unlike any other smell on earth. And I thought it was the cigarette smoke mixing with the no windows and the carpet, because like a lot of them have carpet. But when I went back in recent years to work out at the one bar, which unfortunately my friend who was managing it passed away, so that chapter's closed too. But I walked in, I'm like, you haven't been able to legally smoke in bars in years, and it still has that Ode de Go-Go parfum de thong. You know, it smells like sweat and funk and money, because money's got that dirt. You know how your hands smell after you touch too much money? Oh, you know, like it's a one of a kind smell. There's no place else on earth like the titty bar. And that is a smell. The flip side of that is like something extremely pleasant, like cookies baking, you know, like stuff like that. And that can bring you back. When I smell patchouli, I think I'm in New Hope, Pennsylvania in 1993, because everybody was wearing that. I used to call that I smell alternative, because like you just walk down the street and it was like, boom, 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 the patchouli up your schnoz. So that brings me back too. All right, let's see here. Luna says, like my Wisconsin friend Aaron had, I can't recall what cologne on when I was home, and he smelled so good. Oh, okay, yeah. There's certain colognes that are like really good. There's a body trainer, used to be Beachbody. His name's Joel Freeman. I've met him several times. That man, and he actually shared what the cologne was, and I don't remember now, smells so good. And I had a friend, you know, another person doing his workouts and all, and she's like, you have to smell it. I think the actual thing she said was, make sure you do a line of Joel for me. So when I met him that weekend, I said to him, I'm like, I have really weird question for you, and feel free to say no. And he kind of looked panicked and amused at the same time, because I'm sure he gets asked all kinds of things. I'm like, my friend asked me to sniff you. Would you mind if I got a video of me doing that? He's like, not at all. So I actually have a video where I'm like, this is for you. And I'm like, oh my God. And he just starts cracking up, but he smells amazing. Whatever that cologne is, I got to find out because it's so good. Hey, Kenzie, I'm so glad you're on. Good to see you. I miss you. I'm so glad you hopped on. Let's see here. Okay, the small of my back feeling a body pressed up against it. Yes. Yes, I agree with that 100%. Back into the smell category, Lizzie says, diesel and skunk take me back to road trips with my family. I don't find it even slightly unpleasant, even though I know it should be. I love the smell of like I had a 1984 Camaro and an 85 Camaro, and that like when they're running rich and it's like that engine smell. Oh, cars don't smell like that anymore. But like the old, when they used to make cars out of metal. I like that smell a lot. Mortimer says I was a 90s gothic skater punk. Nice. Lizzie says, bucket list updated. Find out what touching too much money smells like. I didn't say too much. I just said when you got that like money stank in your hands. Puppy breath. Oh my God. Oh my God. Can never get enough puppy breath smell. I love that. Awesome. Well, we have a couple minutes left. So I'm going to throw... once a week, I have to say I'm going to throw something up. And that's not what I mean. I mean, I'm going to throw the graphic up on the screen. So we'll do a couple more of these. We'll just pick a page tonight. But if you give me a couple more numbers between 1 and 40, I will answer. And then you guys can answer them too. Like I said, 19. Does anybody know what OTP on a show is? I don't know what that means. You down with OTP? Luna says, I don't like dirty money smell because I was a cashier. Exactly. It like gets in your fingers. All right. Mortimer says 12. Current favorite song. It's hard to pick just one. It's like the Lay's potato chips. How you can't eat just one. What have I been listening to a lot? Let me check out the old Spotify and see. Okay, it's on my audiobook. That does not help. Oh, you know what? I did Receiptify for June, and that should say stuff that I've been listening to. No, not really helpful. It does have all right, Condemnation by Depeche Mode. Whenever that song comes on my shuffle, I will listen to it. And there's certain songs that come on your liked songs and you skip them because you're not in the mood or something. That's one I always listen to. Dark All Day Gunship. I love that Tim Capello's in that, the saxophone player from the Lost Boys. So I love that. But that song just is 5.5 minutes long. So I'm kind of after the first couple of minutes, I'm like, okay, I'm on to the next one. So a current favorite song, I have to think on that a little bit because I don't know off the top of my head. And Kenzie said 5 Ways to Win My Heart. We did that before you hopped on, sweetie. So let me see if I can remember, because I said communicate. Definitely gotta keep the lines of communication open. I said make me laugh. I said touch. I love huggies, kissies, back rubs, foot rub. Oh, foot rub. Love me a good foot rub. I said don't ever gatekeep my nachos because I will eat nachos all the time. And did I say make me laugh? Communicate, touch, laugh, nachos. I forget what the other thing is. Yeah, definitely go back and watch. She says she's late to the party. It's okay. I'm tardy to the party myself a lot, so it's all good. I'm just glad you're here. Yes, Lizzie says she's too ticklish for foot rubs. Nope. I love it. Love it. Oh, yay, we have an answer. Okay, apparently OTP is like your favorite pairing of fictional characters. Oh, whether they're together in the show or not, according to Google. I have heard of this. I think my kids were talking about it once, but I don't know who my favorite pairing of fictional. That one I'd really have to think about because there's so many characters out there. Like it's hard to narrow it down. But definitely, I will have to check that out. What old testicle perspiration? I need some context. I think that was from a. Oh, okay. Mortimer said if it smells in here, it's okay because I'm the shit. And I think the old testicle perspiration was to Mortimer. I was just so confused there for a second. Yes, Kenzie, nachos are amazing. I think when we went out to dinner, I got nachos. Mortimer says, ask my face if she's too ticklish. I have to dodge kicks. You two be careful. You be careful with your top fives. But it has been an hour already, guys. It always flies by because I have so much fun with all of you. And I appreciate so much that you spend your Wednesday night hopping in the comments and joining the chat because I look forward to this so much every week. You guys are awesome. You lift my spirits. You my energy, like you guys recharge my battery, and I appreciate it so much. I do want to see your answers. So go back and rewatch this and put your answers in the comments about your number stuff too. And if you haven't yet, get your copy of Everything I Need to Know I Learned in Go-Go, How a Preacher's Daughter Pole Danced Her Way to Finding Her True Self at learnedingogo.com. And if I get my head out of my ass, I will start writing Learned Since Go-Go. I think I'm going to just call it Learned Since Go-Go and not this gigantic ass title that I thought was a good idea at the time. So, Mortimer said, Lizzie says, she is my top 5. That's true. I love that. You guys are so cute. We love you both. And I love all of you guys on here. Thank you, thank you, thank you again. If you have any show ideas, if you find something I love tripping across the things like the questions. I love playing Pick a Page with you guys. Got in trouble for Smash or Trash. So unless you want me to just quote lyrics, it's a little tough to do that one because I don't want to give them a reason to shut me down. We all know about how tricky it can be to keep your pages going because they just decide one thing and then they give you the coot. So we're going to try and behave ourselves a little bit. Just stay far enough on the good line to not get canceled, But I hope you have a fantastic week until we see each other again. And remember, when life comes at you with its shit, you got to take it head on. Because when you stick your head in the sand, you think you're hiding from your problems, but the rest of the world just sees a big ass. Love ya.